100 organizations have called for demonstrations to protest violence against women. According to the Interior Ministry, one woman is killed every 2 to 3 days in France. Femicide, the intentional killing with a gender-related motivation, violence that can be fueled by stereotypes, discrimination, power dynamics, and more. Now, despite decades of activism, femicide is a very real concern in France and abroad. Now, this mass mobilization also comes amid the widespread shock in France by the Gisèle Pelicot trial. She was raped by some 50 men who were organized by her former husband. She was drugged unconscious at the time. For more on today's protests, we can speak to Maëlle Lenoir, a member of the Nous Toutes collective. Hello to you, Maëlle. Thank you for speaking to France 24. First of all, tell us a little bit about your group, Nous Toutes.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Nous Toutes is a collective that got created in 2018 to basically import the hashtag #MeToo movement in France because, was having a very hard time to at home. And every year we organize massive protests against gender-based violence.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit, we hear the music behind you. Can you give us a sense for how many people are on hand? Oh, we're having trouble getting our guest, Maëlle Lenoir. Earlier, I did speak to Sarah McGrath about the protests, about the problems in France as well. She's from the Women for Women France group. She talked to us a little bit about the challenges and the problems confronting the country. Well, let's try to go back to our guest, Maëlle Lenoir. Maëlle, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Are you there?
I can hear you, I can.
Can you tell us a little bit about how many people are on hand?
We're still expecting a lot of people. I'm hopeful that we'll reach at least 100,000 protesters all around the country. That's the numbers we're expecting. We're expecting a very massive protest this year.
And Maëlle, when you look at the problems confronting France, what would you like to see the government do to try to address these issues?
I mean, our claims have been clear for the past, few decades. Feminists are asking for prevention measures to be put in place. We're also asking for measures in order to guarantee support for survivors of gender-based violence, as well as an adapted budget. We're at least for a minimum of 2.6 billion euros. This has been budgeted by feminist organizations, and this is an annual minimum budget.
And those are some of the things you'd like to see the government do. What about society? How do you change and shift society to improve this situation and hopefully one day end femicide?
No, that's an excellent question. We are basically waiting for people to wake up this year. This year has been horrific for women, for gender minorities, for children. We have reached the thousands of femicide since 2017, since Emmanuel Macron accessed power. And of course, there is the Pelicot trial that started in September. And so the whole society is in shock. And we're expecting that this shock is going to materialize into anger and into protest and mass mobilization throughout the country.
Maëlle, I'm wondering if you could do me a favor. If you could look around you and tell me if you see any men there at the protest. Our previous guest was saying that there aren't enough men demonstrating. This is an issue that affects daughters, wives, sisters. Why are more men not taking part?
No, you're absolutely right. I must say I'm seeing quite a few men around me. I'm seeing quite a few allies, quite a few, fellow comrades who are part of the fight every single day. We do protest with men, and we need them to get involved in these issues because gender-based violence is about the whole society. So we need a global awakening, and we need men to be able to eradicate gender-based violence.
Yeah, we need everyone to do that. Maëlle, thank you very much. Maëlle Lenoir joining us from just before that protest here in Paris gets underway. Thank you.